is a reading from REMORANDOM Everything Interesting Volume 2 by REMO Giuffré. It's called Bondi Mermaids. At Ben Buckler on the northern headland of Bondi Beach, there is a big rock, known locally as Big Rock. In Bondi, we like to call a spade a spade. Big Rock is a 235-ton boulder which is believed to have been thrown up by heavy seas during a once-in-a-100-year cyclonic storm on the 15th of July 1912, and so says the attached bronze plaque. It seems incredible, but images of the headland from before that date do not show the rock. Anyway, there were also once two Bondi mermaids who sat on Big Rock, which is why it is also often referred to as Mermaid Rock. The mermaid statues were modelled on two local women, Jan Carmody, who was voted Miss Australia Surf in 1959, and Lynette Willier, champion swimmer and runner-up in the same contest. The sculptor Lyle Randolph created the mermaids from bronze-coloured fiberglass he filled with cement. Jan tells an amusing story in a 2023 interview with Waverley Council's Todd Fuller of how she was too shy to pose naked for Randolph. So, not only did she wear a bikini for the sessions, she also had her boyfriend present to make sure that there would be no shenanigans. Randolph initially tried to sell the idea of the mermaids to Waverley Council, but the council refused to pay for them. So he erected them on Big Rock, illegally, and at his own Australian $4,000 expense, the equivalent of over 73,000 Australian dollars in 2023. The mermaids were installed on the 3rd of April 1960 and became an instant hit with the public. Everyone loved them, except maybe the Roman Catholic Church. Their spokesperson at the time, Dr. Rumble, took the view that the naked figures were potentially luring young men to their watery graves. It hasn't all been plain sailing for the mermaids. 1 month after they appeared on Big Rock, students chiselled, some say dynamited, mermaid Jan from the rock and removed her as part of a prank. She was later recovered under mysterious circumstances at the engineering school at the University of Sydney. Heavy seas claimed Lynette in 1974. She was swept off Big Rock in a storm and disappeared forever. Jan lost an arm and her tail in the same storm. For 2 years, she sat alone on her rocky throne until Waverley Council removed what was left of her in 1976, storing her in a council depot where she was forgotten for many years. Rediscovered in the late 1980s, she was moved to Waverley Library, where in 1999 the Friends of Waverley Library paid for her remains to be preserved by Sydney Artefacts Conservation. She remains on permanent display in a special Perspex case on the first floor of the Waverley Library in Bondi Junction. Over the years, many have expressed a desire to see the mermaids returned to Big Rock. Longtime friend of the mermaids and local artist, Liz Mania, aka the Bondi Mermaid, began flapping her fins for her mer sister's return in 1996, and to this day continues her life's goal to reunite Jan and Lynette to their rocky throne so that they can protect our environment and future seas. Follow Liz Mania's journey on Instagram at the official Bondi Mermaid. This chapter features in REMORANDOM Everything Interesting Volume 2 by REMO Giuffré. This series of books is available at remorandom.com.